in trouble and you need someone to help you out, there's no need to whistle and there's no need to shout. Hey, 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 help is on its way. Call the Koala brothers, call the Koala brothers, call the Koala brothers, call the Koala brothers, help is on its way.
Once every year, Lolly the emu did something really special. She turned her ice cream van into a little theatre and put on a special puppet show for all her outback friends. In Lolly's puppet shows, Lolly did all the voices herself.
Oh, I wish I could go to the prince's party. You can't go, Cinderella. You must clean these filthy floors until I can see me beautiful face in them.
Meanwhile, back at the homestead, everyone was getting excited about the puppet show.
Hi, Mitzi. Hi, Frank. Hi, Buster.
Hi, Ned.
Today's the day. Lolly's puppet show day.
I know. It's so exciting. Which story do you think she'll do this year? Rumpelstiltskin? Snow White?
Mitzi and Ned knew them all by heart.
Send out invitations to every house. Tell them I'm holding a huge party.
You can't go, Cinderella. You must clean these filthy floors.
Until I can see my beautiful face in them.
Later, in town, Lolly was having a busy day.
Oh, you can tell me, Lolly. I won't tell a soul, cross my heart.
Sorry, George, but you know I never give away which puppet show I'm doing.
Oh.
Don't forget Lolly's puppet show tonight after tea at the Waterhole.
Hello, Miss Lolly. Won't you give us a tiny clue what show you're doing?
Sorry, Archie. You'll just have to see tonight.
No.
Don't forget Lolly's puppet show tonight after tea at the
Is everything all right, Miss Lolly?
Oh, it's nothing, Archie. I'll be fine. Busy day, that's all. I think I'd better give my throat a rest, though.
Yes, of course. You don't want to lose your voice for tonight, do you?
Lolly began to worry. What if she did lose her voice?
Hi, Ned, Mitzi. Hi, Frank. Hi, Buster. What are you doing?
We're just going into Alice's cafe. She's made everyone some cakes for the puppet show, and we said we'd pick them up.
Okay, so, do you know what time it is?
It's about a minute after the last time you asked us, Mitzi.
Oh, I'm sorry, Frank.
We just can't wait for it to be puppet show time.
Hey, Ned, would you like to come and help with the takeoff?
Sure, Frank.
Come on, then. See you later, Mitzi. Shocks away, Buster.
Shocks away, Frank.
Get the gate, Ned.
I'm getting the gate, Frank.
Buckle up, Buster.
Buckled up.
Buster, I'm so glad you're here.
What's the matter, Josie? Is there a problem?
I don't know. Lolly won't tell us.
Don't worry, Josie. Whatever the problem is, I'm sure Frank can come up with a solution.
Why don't you take us to Lolly, Josie, and we'll see what we can do.
Frank and Buster soon found out what the trouble was.
Sore throat, eh? You know, I've heard that a nice hot drink of lemon and honey often makes a sore throat better. Could you make one for Lolly, Alice?
Of course I can, Frank.
Well?
Do you feel any better, Lolly?
Now, don't worry, Lolly. I'm sure Frank has other ideas.
Well, another thing I've heard is good for sore throats is ice cream.
Yeah,
Good idea,
plan.
Frank. That's right, Lolly. Ice cream. Just like you've got right there.
Lolly tried every flavour of ice cream she had.
Right. Let's see if that helped. Yes, go on, Miss Lolly.
You can do it, Lolly.
Oh, there must be something else, Frank.
There's only one other cure I know.
Go on, Frank.
Oh, tell us, Frank. Maybe I'll have it in the shop. Sorry, Sammy. The only other cure for a lost voice that I know of is to rest it for a few days.
A few days?
Does that mean no puppet show?
I'm afraid so. Until Lolly's throat gets better.
But everyone's been looking forward to it, Frank.
What can we do, Alice? If Lolly can't do the voices, the puppet show wouldn't work anyway. No one else even knows the stories. Wait a minute. You've just given me an idea. Lolly, how would you feel if... That's great. Why don't you drive your van to the homestead? We'll meet you there. Come on, Buster.
Frank realised that if Lolly couldn't do the voices for the puppet show, someone else would have to. And he knew just who could do them.
Hi, Lolly. Sorry to hear about your sore throat. Frank and Buster just told us.
Oh, does this mean there won't be a puppet show?
Don't worry, Ned. Frank's got a plan.
You see, you two might be able to help Lolly out.
Help us.
How?
You seem to know the stories really well. We thought that if Lolly worked the puppets, you two might be able to fill in the voices.
That's right.
But wouldn't you mind, Lolly? It's your special show.
Why don't you show Lolly what you showed us earlier? Then she can decide.
Okay.
It's an invitation to a party.
Ooh, a party. I do so love a party. So, what do you think? Were we all right? Hooray! Hooray!
Frank had the...
Later, at the waterhole, Buster explained for this show, Lolly would have two special helpers.
Lolly's annual puppet theatre proudly presents Cinderella. There was once a beautiful girl called Cinderella. And she lived...
Mitzi and Ned worked really hard helping Lolly to perform her puppet show. They knew the story so well that whenever a new character came on, they knew exactly what to say.
I'm your fairy godmother, Cinderella, and you will go to the prince's party.
Hooray!
And when the puppet show had finished,
And they lived happily ever after.
Oh, well done, you two.
Was it all right? Really?
It was better than all right, Ned. It was terrific.
You think Lolly was pleased with what we did?
I think so.
Thank you. Aw, you're welcome, Lolly. We had a great time.
so thanks to the Koala brothers, Lolly's annual puppet show was a great success. And Lolly learned that if you turn to your friends for help, things usually work out okay in the end. One beautiful starry outback night, Ned the little wombat was sitting up in bed with his teddy. Ned loved his teddy.
Hey, Teddy, why don't we go rock collecting tomorrow? I reckon a nice blue glittery rock would look great in my collection. Yes, a nice blue rock would be just the thing.
In no time at all, Ned and Ted were both fast asleep and dreaming of the big blue rock they would go searching for in the morning.
A perfect rock-finding day.
Before they left, Ned needed just one thing.
Do you mind if I borrow your binoculars?
As long as you look after them.
I will.
They're over there.
Ned and Teddy set off on their great rock-finding adventure.
Where do we start looking for a nice big rock, Teddy? I know. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Ned and Ted walked all morning trying to find a perfect blue rock.
Phew-wee. It's hot work looking for rocks in the outback. No, nothing there. Not a sign. Oh well, which way next, Ted? Any ideas? Let's try this.
Meanwhile, back at the homestead, Frank and Buster were busy cleaning the plane.
Frank. Hi, Buster. Oh, it's a scorcher.
Hi, Mitzi.
Hi there, Mitzi. Oh, it's a bit too warm if you ask me.
Yeah. Have you seen Ned?
He went looking for some rocks.
Rocks? Well, I hope he takes good care of my binoculars then.
There it is, Ted. I told you we'd find a blue rock. That one's just perfect. You borrow my hat and stay here in the shade while I dig it up.
Out along the road, George was on his way home after a nice stroll.
Hi, Ned.
Oh, hello, George.
What you doing?
I'm trying to dig up this rock for my rock collection.
Can I give you a hand or anything?
Oh, I'll be fine, thanks.
OK. Well, good luck, Ned. I'd best be getting along then, eh?
OK. Bye, George.
Bye, Ned.
As George walked on, he kept thinking about Ned and how he might be struggling with that big rock.
Poor Ned. Oh, I think he might need a little help. Hey, Ned, do you need a hand carrying your rock? You could put it in my satchel if you'd like.
Will it be safe?
Very safe.
Oh, that'd be a real help. Thanks.
Ned had a funny feeling that he'd forgotten something. Still, what really mattered was he'd found a perfect new rock for his collection. When they eventually got to the homestead, Ned and George were both ready for a cool glass of lemonade.
And this is the rock I found today.
It's a really nice one, Ned.
It's the bluiest blue rock I've ever seen.
I think it's the best rock Teddy and I have ever found.
By the way, where is Teddy?
Teddy? Maybe he's in the trailer.
Ned hurried to his caravan, but he had a bad feeling. He looked everywhere and found lots of things he'd mislaid before, but he couldn't see Teddy anywhere.
Mitzi?
He couldn't see him at Mitzi's either. It seemed like Teddy was lost. Ned decided to ask Frank and Buster for advice.
Buster, Frank, I think I've left Teddy somewhere.
Where exactly, Ned?
I don't remember. I was so excited about finding my rock, I must have just forgotten about him. And now I can't remember where I left him.
Oh, don't worry, Ned. I'm sure we can sort this out. After all, we're here to help.
Why don't we take the plane up and see if we can spot Teddy from the air?
Thanks, Frank. That would be great.
We'll get going, and then you and Mitzi can search around here, just in case this is where you left him. Shocks away, Buster.
Chocks away, Frank.
Get the gate, Ned.
I'm getting the gate, Frank.
Buckle up, Buster.
Buckled up.
So while Frank and Buster searched the outback, Ned and Mitzi looked for Teddy around the homestead. But when Frank and Buster got back, they had some bad news for Ned.
We searched, but we couldn't see Teddy anywhere.
We're really sorry, Ned.
Teddy's lost, and it's all my fault.
Oh, poor Ned.
Go after him, Buster. I'm going to call in more help for another search.
You know, Ned, everyone forgets things sometimes. Maybe you can try and remember where you left him.
I've been trying, Buster. I just can't.
He'll be all right, you'll see. You and Teddy have got lots of friends, and they're all going to help. Hi.
We heard Ted was missing. Thought you might like some help looking.
Thanks, Sammy. Thanks, Josie.
I say, poor Master Ned. Is there anything I can do, Frank? I'm sure he's fine, but thanks, Archie.
I've just heard about Ted. I feel just terrible.
Well, the important thing right now is to make sure Ted's safe.
Now, everyone take a map and a water bottle and we'll start searching.
Ned's friends really did care about him, and they all wanted to help bring Ted safely home.
Oh, Teddy, what if I've really lost you? What if I never get to carry you in my wagon again? Or tuck you into bed? Or tell you stories? Or put you in the shade out of the sun like I did today?
And that's when Ned remembered exactly where Teddy was.
Teddy!
Ned couldn't wait to get back and tell everyone his good news.
Hello? I'm back! Anybody home? Where do you suppose they are, Ted? They wouldn't just leave, would they? Not without telling me where they were going.
Ned! Mitzi! Ned, where have you been? We've all been so worried.
Ned, you found Teddy. Where was he?
Under a tree in the outback. I must have put him there when I was digging up my rock.
At least he's safe. That's the main thing.
Well said, Buster.
I'll never leave you alone again, Teddy. Never, never ever.
Everybody was pleased that Ned and Teddy were back together again. And Ned had learned that when you've got friends like the Koala brothers, you'll never have to face a problem on your own.